What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new video. In today's video, we're gonna be continuing our Kadi journey. So let's go. So right now we are in loops, and the node we'll be doing is break. The breaks immediately exits a loop. So for I in range of 10, if I is equal to 6, then break and then print. So once I equals to 6, it will stop that if and then print. For x in range 10, if x equals 4, break when x equals 4. When break executes any code it's after inside it, the loop still runs for that. No, it completely exits the loop. Break directly exits the loop. When 6, well, let's see, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So since it's starting at 0, it's gonna be 1 less than this, so that's 5. It exit the loop immediately. So that you're giving code that prints numbers 1 through 10. Your task is to add if and break them so that only the numbers from 1 to 10 would be printed. So, um, so, um, so we need to add a if statement. So if I is equal to 6, then um break, and then that should print. Yeah. So same thing as we've been doing. Once 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then break, which exits the loop immediately. That's the challenge. Takes numerator as the input. So I program that so num1 equals the input, the int of the input, and then copy that, and then that's a new variable. Iterate through the range of numbers from the first input to the second input. Okay, so for I in range parentheses, we want the num1 as our first and num2 as our second, and then right there, and then finds and prints the first number finds and prints the first even number greater than 5. If num if I is greater than um 5 and um I modulo 2 equals 0, then have this statement where prints I, and then break immediately after that, after one iteration. Then in a separate loop, print the first number divisible 7. So um if I if it's divisible 7, it will leave 0 in the denominator. So it will leave so let's say it's 7. It'll leave uh three. Okay. Um. Uh. Let's see. I feel like it's the same thing up here. Cause if it's divisible something, it won't have a remainder. So print I and then break. So just using our conditions, and this should run right. Okay. So okay. So scratch that. F bang. F. Holy moly. F quotation marks. Bam. Bam. and then I, and then we do this, and then copy this, print. I don't know if my condition works, but let's just do these print statements. First number divided by 7 is bam. No. So I must be greater than 5 and even. Hmm. 6 divided by 7, that doesn't make any sense at all. Okay. First even number greater than 5 is 2. That's not correct, because 0, 1, 2, 3, it'd be 6. So first even number greater than 5 is 6. If I is greater than 5, uh, and I percent 2, what's that? Um, I am not. I'm generally not. I'm confused. And Prince, huh? Then 5. Why is it? Um, so if I is greater than 5 and divides into 2, I did that. I did that. Yeah. Num. Okay. So taking the two numbers, iterate through the range of numbers from the first input to the second input. Find and print the first even number greater than 5. So if I is greater than 5, then what is the problem? Because we're iterating. If I is greater than 5 and I equals percent and I percent 2 is equals 0, then it will print. And I realized I messed it up. Um, um, but even then, I'm still getting an error, so I'm generally confused. Oh my god. First number, the first even number greater than, huh. So, actually, I guess that makes sense, because we're not, that kind of just, simplifies that process. If it's divisible 7, it will leave no remainder. Um, so we have that, but like, what about this? I'm generally confused. Um, if it's greater than 5, and I'm not sure. I did that. Okay, uh, if for I in range, num1, num2, if I is greater than 5 and I percent 2 equals 0, then bam, break. What if we move that break? Huh, it works. No way. exactly. Um, so why why did break? Maybe we run that once and then break at the end. I really wanna try to, and then now it's just not working. Um, so let's look at our hints again. So this is correct. Um, find and prints the first even number greater than 5. So if maybe not like maybe directly after break. It's not okay, wait, hold on. We might be getting somewhere. Why is this empty though? Why is this empty? If I okay, so break I feel like is confirmed in these um if statements. But um the first number print if it's divisible by 7, like I'm not even sure. So 2, yes, but and I is greater than 4. 6, yes it is. Yes it is. 14 should be here. Um, then 5, 6. Yes, it's still 6. It should be 6. I don't know. I generally don't know. And okay, did I not have this? They just used I. Did I not have this? I did. Number 1, number 2. They had I. This is just a variable, so it doesn't really matter. So num if I% 2 is equal to 0 and I greater than 5, then print. I wonder if I no. How many spaces are between this? One space exactly. Or an oh, these are two different for loops. Okay, that definitely makes sense. Okay. Um, dang, dang. Yeah. Okay. Let's. So a little bug right there. Even though mistakes happen. But yeah. Cause I went and I saw the clue when talking about two loops. I thought it was talking about if, but if is not a loop, so that's a little mistake by me. But it's okay. It's okay. Continue semi skips the current iteration in the loop. So it skips the current iteration. Oh. Um. Fine. That would when x equals 7, it continues, which skips bang bang. It doesn't exit, it just skips. When I so it's 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 4. Starts from the beginning, move to the next iteration. Skip and continue. Okay. 1 to 20. Your task to add if even so I percent 0 or percent 2, what am I doing? Then continue so that only these statements um then yeah. Okay, never mind. It should be the opposite. So that all odds. Yeah, okay. There we go. And then this will be our final mastery challenge sort of thing. So you test to add if so that all numbers except multiples of 3 be printed and numbers skip print that's divisible by 3. So basically if not number no if not um I percent 3 equals to 0, then continue. Or so, okay. So if then skip it. I was getting the previous one. Yeah. But yeah, that'll be all for today. A little bit more lengthy because of that one issue, but you know, glad that we're learning, glad that we're, really working on these skills, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.